no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Aztecs ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Dickey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Schwartz. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Warriors.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged on the outside. It's Carter. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Rides to the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football. And for some, this update could fall under that category. Fresno State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. All week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Toss to the outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Aztecs have pushed it inside the 20. Zings it complete to the right. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
From inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Schwartz. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything the play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's long. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Caught in the backfield. It's Orlando. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Orlando. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Back to pass, it's Schwartz. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires downfield. He makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Aztecs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on first, second, and third down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open.
execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They want to run this quarterback. Picks up the first down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Savage. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Savage. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Pulls it in. It's Orlando. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's in goal. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's in goal. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Aztecs are marching down the field. On the ground with the counter. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice run there. And you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Aztecs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Huff. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown Aztecs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball.
There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Trying play action. Still looking on the move. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Wide open downfield. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, San Diego State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
it's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Oh, man, the coach might want to think about putting this defender on offense. He almost dragged his toe in bounds. That was almost an interception. Nice job.
The Rainbow Warriors line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Runs through the tackle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Dropping back, it's Schwartz. Complete to the left. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Carter. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Schwartz. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Finds a man on the right. Here he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Aztecs.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double.
To the air, it's Schwartz. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Aztecs decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Throwing right. It's complete.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air, it's Schwartz. Pressure coming. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now, because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
Here's some pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a